and caught Liverpool on the back foot a little bit, and he had a couple of chances then. So Liverpool were obviously rushing and trying to push forward and trying to get that equaliser, and he had a few chances as well. And Rio just mentioned that last one on the break there. I thought, but he's got to score. I mean, if he scores that, I mean, imagine the lift that gives everyone at the club.
Can you imagine the City players though? They've been watching this game, or the result will come through. Can you imagine? Robbie touched on it before. How galvanising that is for that team.
What are they saying now on WhatsApp? Those players.
Focus, tune in tomorrow. Not that they weren't already, but there's now an extra oomph. There's a belief. There's now a carrot there. Whereas before it was like everything was focused on what had just happened before. Now actually we're looking forward. There's a chance to win the Premier League. That's a massive, massive thing to.
If they win now tomorrow, do you think that's it for Liverpool's title chances?
I'd have to say yes. I think the standards that these two clubs have set, they don't lose many, they don't draw many, and you'd expect City to go on and win every game now. I mean, listen, we said before the game, I think this was the potential banana skin, because Tottenham, defensively, they had bodies behind there. But what Tottenham have got that a lot of teams haven't got is three players up front that can hurt any team, and they proved it tonight.
And I see Robbie there studying the games to come. You're looking for a glimmer of hope, and I think you're probably struggling to find one.
No, I am, to be fair. I think what Liverpool now, they're after favours, aren't they?
I think Wolves away is a tough game.
I think they should beat them, shouldn't they? City are. I mean, look, we know they're a quality team, and they'll go to most probably teams in the Premier League and pull out a result. They are after favours. You're open. West Ham pull a good result, and in particular the last game of the season, they're playing Stevie G's Villa.
Casino last-minute winner.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? What do you think? You've been in this position. You've seen titles slip through your fingers. You've seen your team go and win it right at the death. When you look at the remaining fixtures and you look at the points on the board and you think about the momentum, where do you now see this title ending up?
I think if City win tomorrow, I think the momentum shifts straight onto their toes, and they're the team now. I feel will run away with it. But I think that game tomorrow is pivotal. I think they were a real low ebb this week. Really bad way to lose a game out of the Champions League, which they were trying to win, obviously. And their morale would have been so low. But I think today's result, and then you compound that with a win tomorrow against Newcastle, I think then I think they got one hand on the title.
All right, well, gentlemen, thank you very much. We're just going to confirm the results and fixtures from the rest of the Premier League today. Let's just show you what happened, because it was a dramatic day, and sadly it was a bad day for Watford as well today. They have left the Premier League for next season after they were beaten by Crystal Palace. Big win for Brentford, finishing the season strongly. Burnley, bad day for them as well. That really gives a lift to Leeds and Everton as well. Wolves came back to draw with Chelsea late on. And Manchester United, not only will it be their worst ever points total from any Premier League season, they have never conceded more goals than this in a Premier League season. Whatever way you look at it, so far below standard for Manchester United. And this is the way then it leaves the Premier League table after a busy old day. At the top, Liverpool are top. Manchester City, though, have a game in hand. They can go 3 points clear with a win tomorrow, and Arsenal can go 4 points clear of Tottenham if they pick up a win. So as we've said, this draw really does nothing for either side. Down towards the bottom, Norwich already gone. Watford join them today. It's a straight shoot between Everton, Leeds and Burnley to see who also leaves the Premier League come the end of the season. Just a quick reminder that there's plenty more football still to come.
So that's a big result, and that could be a huge point at the end of the season.
No, I mean, it was a big game, and obviously at Anfield is not that easy, but I think this is a big point. But obviously, a bit gutted that last chance we didn't make it. But I think the team performance were really good.
Yeah, it looked like you got the game plan absolutely correct.
Obviously, Liverpool is one of the best teams in the world at the moment, so sometimes we need to defend this, which is we did well today. So I mean, this was our game plan, and we could do much better when you had the ball. Obviously, they pressed really well, but I think that's an improvement. I think we have a space to improve them. When we have a ball, we need to look forwards and do the better things.
And what a goal you scored, all the way from the keeper, Emerson Royal, Harry Kane, Sessegnon. Your finish, that's a fantastic team goal.
I mean, we work a lot about this kind of situation, and we know where to be. We know where to run, which player will be free. So I think this was perfect our game plan. So I think it was a good team play, and very proud. But should be more.
Yeah, but Spurs were throwing bodies in front of the ball. There's a lot of hard work out there, wasn't there?
Yeah, it is. I'm really exhausted. I'm really, really tired after this game. I mean, this was, I think, one of the toughest game I ever faced it. And but look, I mean, the point is always good at Anfield. It's obviously a really, really difficult place, but hard work's pay off.
20th of the season, you're chasing that golden boot, but more importantly, how does this fit into the Champions League chase?
No, I mean, this is more important than my goals. I mean, I'll try to help the teams, and which is I always do. I mean, if we win the games, I don't have to score. So I think this is my aim. This is only on my focus. I want to play Champions League next season. This is clear in our minds. So yeah, I think it was a big point.
And a big game coming up. Who are you playing again? I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't have to say, but yeah, it's a big game like today. But we are playing home, so we should take advantage for these places. I mean, it's going to be a big game, but we need to prepare for 4 days and go for it. So give everything what we have, and then we'll see what happens.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Football's crazy, isn't it? You cut well against Liverpool, your game plan works to perfection, and you still leave disappointed.
Yeah, but I mean, that shows the measure of where Spurs are, I suppose, now, from where they're at the start of the season to where they are now. Antonio Conte's done an amazing job. I think he's had a week to prepare for this game. And when I spoke to Son at the training ground, he said when you've got a week to prepare, everything is about the game on the Saturdays. No stone left unturned. The game plan is forced through to perfection, so everyone knows their jobs when it comes to that game. And I think it was clearly evident today that they'd been working on it the whole week, and it's come to the fore today.
Look, they were 8th and 5 points off the top 4 when Conte arrived, and he said on numerous occasions, just forget about the top 4, it's not going to happen. How much of a strong job has he done that they're still in with a shout at this stage?
I think he would have envisaged getting there. Him saying that to the press and to the media and everyone else is just keeping his players fresh and keeping it, they're on top of their game. He's probably known that he's probably got a chance of it, because the inconsistency for the teams that were trying to get into the fourth about being on show for most of the season. But Tottenham, have come into their own now. It's, I wouldn't say it's not in their, it's probably in their hands a little bit, because obviously they play Arsenal. But if they play like that in obviously the remaining games, they're going to get points. We know that, and obviously they're relying on a certain result to go for them against maybe the last game of the season for Arsenal playing at home against Everton, who probably might need the points. So it could have a few little twists and turns. Yeah, I know Conte's probably saying that all the time to his players. You've still got to go out there, you've still got to play, you've still got to go do the results. But they're putting a great shift tonight, and that shows you what they can do.
Should we have a look at the goal? Well worked, wasn't it?
Yeah, great goal. Really good goal from Spurs' perspective, from the goalkeeper. We were actually sitting there going, you can't continue playing that all the time. I don't know if he actually picked out the right man there, but it gets to him. He gets it by hook or by crook, it gets to Kane, and then from there it's about class. Beautiful feet. Great run from Son. We'll see it highlighted in a minute. Great team goal. I mean, we can see it here now when the ball goes. I think Trent maybe could get up and engage him a bit quicker and stay with him rather than allowing him to come inside and standing off. That's the first mistake maybe. Look at the run from Son. Takes 2 defenders away, and it opens a space up for Sessegnon, who delivers a fantastic first-time pass.
I don't think there's any mistakes from. I know obviously maybe Trent can get a little bit close, but contain him. But other than that, there's not really any mistakes. It's a good team goal. Okay, they've had a little bit of luck with the little bit of a lump forward from Emerson, but from then it's well worked. The turn by Harry Kane, the run by Son, he takes 2 defenders out of the way. And what I like about that, the fact is that he's not just stayed. He's on his toes, ready for that. Cross back into the box. Great strikers and great forward play. Want to do that. He don't want to be on the end of chances. And he's not waited for his mate just to shoot. He's on his toes and he's expecting the ball again, which it was a really well worked goal.
And I tell you what, man, Antonio Conte gets them working hard, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, but that's what he expects. We've seen.
No wonder Son says they're tired.
Without doubt, yeah, because with him and Kuvalevsky.
Go on, try again.
Kuvalevsky.
Anyone else want to have a go?
Go on, Crouch.
I can't say anymore.
the right winger.
Kuvalevsky, anyway. They were both tucked in really narrow, worked incredibly hard, but that's what he expects of them. I got there in the end.
It's great though. I mean, Spurs, for all of the great work defensively they've done, they still showed a bit of a cutting edge up front. They hit the post first half. They were always a threat, and we spoke before about players running behind the fullbacks.